world. It's day 2 of the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 3 here in the beautiful and sunny Auto 24 ring in Parnu, Estonia, the beautiful circuit. We had such an amazing and exciting day yesterday with lots of drama in the racing circuit, but obviously a new day, some new classes in our menu. We're gonna see a very interesting old school historical formulas, retro style racing. The race 1 obviously followed by the Baltic touring cars and the TCR class. A lot of battles going to be happening over there, and then we're gonna see the Nakang Endurance Academy, a 2-hour race with a lot of action. So stay tuned, and we're gonna be looking at the day 1. We have a beautiful highlight to show you, so after that, see you back here in Start Grid. So welcome back once again at the start grid of Formula Historic Class, the first race of the day. So obviously it's race day 2 for the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 3, and here in beautiful Auto 24 ring racing circuit in Estonia. It's a wonderful and beautiful day out here. We had an exciting day, as you just saw, first day of the race, and now there's a lot of action to come. Here we see it's Andris Gritis. He's the champion of the Mondial Formula Retro Class. Let's have a look. Let's have a look with Andris. Andris, hi, how are you feeling today?
Totally stressed.
Why?
You know, it's pre-start procedure always make your heartbeat a bit faster, and the competition level is getting more and more higher. So we are seeking for tenths on lap.
I just noticed that between you and Tavi Cool, there's just few hundreds of a second. That's been a really exciting qualification run for you.
Yes, it is, and we already knew that Tavi is fast, and last race in Ant Sailor Cup, yes, we saw his speed, so we are calculating.
All right, we wish you best of luck, and to see you out there in the track.
Thank you.
All right, so we just saw the car number 90, Tavi Cool, just entering the start grid. He's going to start from row 1, just alongside Andris Gritis from 2nd position. Now, back there, we have a few more very beautiful Mondial formulas, but fastest guy in the qualification in the Formula Easter class was Raitis Mūrnieks from Latvia. He's the car number 69. You can see him, the white formula back there. Fantastic view out here. Altogether, we have 12 cars, 12 racing drivers with their retro formulas on the start grid. So it's going to be exciting to watch the battles out there. So they're getting ready. We are ready too. I hope you are too. And thanks for joining us on all the social media and all the platforms all across Baltics and, of course, the whole wide world. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Parnu, Estonia. And see you in a bit.
And good afternoon also from the commentator post. Yes, in few minutes we will start first race of today, 12 single-seaters. Actually, they have 2 subclasses, Formula Mondial, which are 1600cc engines, and Formula Eastern, not Easter, but Eastern. They should be Formula Eastern. They used to be run in Eastern Europe, so not Formula Easter, but certainly Formula Eastern. So they have 1300cc engines, and of course they are a little bit slower. Andris Gritis really took the pole position, but very narrowly, beating Tavi Cool only by 0.087 seconds. It means less than by 1/10. Second row belongs to number 10, Tavi Cool, and number 1, Ain Lähker, and Tavi Kroon, number 10, who is second car on the right side of this picture. He is the sole driver here who is driving not Estonia but Estek. Actually, it was like a spin-off from Estonia, but it's not so well known. Anyway, all the other 11 competitors are running different models of Estonia cars, and you will see there is one very unique car, number 57, driven by Sten Suban. It is Estonia 23, when all the other cars are more or less serial production cars. This Estonia 23 is a unique example because it was built only one car. Maybe it wasn't the most successful in its time, but still it's a piece of history, and now this piece of history is on the track with all the other Formula historic cars. We will see, and another interesting thing, of course, is that all those cars, all those 12, as well Estonia's and that one Estek as well, they are built in Estonia, in Tallinn. But Andris Gritis has been ruling this class, Formula Mondial class, for several years now, and the same could be said about Formula Eastern, where Latvian drivers Raitis Mūrnieks and Italo Alcins have been usually faster than Estonian guys. So we will see how it pans out today. As Andris Gritis also told, Tavi Cool has been very fast, and the gap between them in qualification was really narrow, and both of them, you see, this unique car is not moving very fast. It's been push started. Is it starting? At least it's moving, but I think it's not moving onto the track. Oh, it's a shame, but we have lost one car already before the lights will go out. But anyway, these cars have been quite fragile in their youth, so imagine they are at least 25 years old, all those cars, maybe some of them even more, over 30, nearly 40 years old. So it's not easy to keep this machinery going. Anyway, we will see how it pans out, and of course time gaps between drivers will be quite large. qualification showed it, and it's no wonder we have seen it before. But it doesn't mean we couldn't have battles. I think between Grikis and Taavi Kuul in Formula Mondial, it will be quite tough. Taavi Kuul set the fastest race lap last year in this same competition, and it was quite a surprise back then. But nowadays everybody knows here that Taavi Kuul is almost as quick, even if not quicker sometimes, than Grikis has been. And of course there is another Kuul on the track, Taavi's father Jaak Kuul, who is switched from Formula Mondial to Formula Eastern. He's in the car number 80 and starting from second position in Formula Eastern, and 8th position on the grid belongs to him. So we will see. Of course, single seaters will have standing start, and the race distance will be 10 laps. So welcome, Oskars, also to the commentator post. Now we are on the 3rd floor. You've got some promotion.
A very nice air-conditioned room. I'm really happy to be here with you, Thomas, and I'm going to be joining you for all of the races today, which is really good.
Yeah, and pay attention to the weather. There is a little bit overcast. Yesterday the sun was shining all the time, and it was really hot, and all drivers, of course, they were running closed cars, complained about the heat. Today it will be, I think, much easier.
Especially for the Formula History guys.
Oh, they have a lot of wind blowing in their faces. So let's see, we have already lost one car, number 57, Sten Suban. I
saw him in the pit lane. Something really wrong with the car. The engine was running, but apparently there's something.
Yeah, maybe it's something with transmission or whatever. Anyway, we have everything ready for the start, and red lights are on.
The revs are up. Revs are up, and Andris Grikis takes a very good start. Taavi Kuul is a little bit but
not
something.
That good start. And Grikis couldn't change the gear or whatever happened. But
he slowed down for a second, and obviously Taavi Kuul just uses the opportunity to pass him, and now he's in the lead of the race. What a drama in the first corner.
It was like Grikis was missing a gear or something.
But he's back at it. He's catching up.
And you see, they are already running away from all the others. And Ain Lähker and Taavi Kroon are battling for the 3rd place. Lähker being in front currently. And then you see where the field is already spread, and those two are simply running away. I hope they will have a good battle. Hopefully their cars will be in one piece towards the end of the race as well. So Grikis is already trying to overtake Kuul.
That's a good beginning.
And Kuul went wide, and
almost
Grikis
succeeded, but he has a better speed at the out of the turn. So he holds his position. He's now in P1, and they have 10 laps to go. Now less than 10 laps actually already. So we'll see how the battle evolves. They're already quite far away from the rest of the field.
Grikis is looking here and there. He's of course not used to be second in the races, at least here in Baltics.
That is completely true, but huge respect to the guys for such a fierce battle for the win. Obviously there's also a battle for the 3rd and 4th position at the moment.
And I can say that Taavi Kuul, the current leader, is taking, I wanted to say he's taking it steady, but not that. He was again a little bit wide into the first complex.
Had a little bit wheel spin at the exit of the turn 2. Now we can see that Grikis is really pushing it hard and trying to
Grikis
find...
is showing himself to Taavi Kuul, but Kuul is taking his usual racing line, not even defending.
Yep. It's a beautiful view looking at these historic formulas, and obviously the guys are enjoying the race as well. So let's see, we have Ain Lähker in
So let's
third
see
position.
what happens now. Grikis showed himself once again. That
the same corner as the previous lap?
Yeah, the 11th corner. Number 69, it's right, is Morniaks, who was poleman in Formula Eastern.
Such a shame for the Latvian. Something went wrong with his Formula. Obviously, it's a technical issue.
Yeah, it's Estonian car.
Yeah, well... I don't think you could blame that. You can see he's trying to fix something over there. Is that even allowed? I'm not even sure.
Of course it's allowed.
I'm not even sure.
If you're able, I don't know if what regulations basically you can. You must stay safe, but basically it's not prohibited.
So let's focus on the fight for the win. We are in the second lap of the race. You can see on the right side of the screens, that's right, Smoornex trying to fix the formula. That's true spirit out there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are running those old single seaters, you must be ready for everything. As Murray Walker used to say, everything can happen. Of course, he said it about Formula One. Whoa! And Greek was gifted lead because Taavi Kool is slowing down. It's some technical glitch.
No. Oh, that's a huge disaster for Taavi Kool after such a beautiful start of the race. He's
it's gathering of old single-seaters here.
Retiring from the race as well. So Andris Gritis now takes the lead, and he's one happy man out there.
Let's see. It's a long way to go. These cars tend to be quite fragile, so Gritis knows it as well as all the others. And that's Ein Läcker.
Ein Läcker is also...
No, sorry. It's Marko Matic, number 2. Yeah, Ein Läcker has a similar car, but number 1.
3 formulas out of the race in the first few laps. That is drama.
Taavi Kool is climbing out of. And there is yellow flag on the main straight. Have I lost another car somewhere? Because I noticed where those 3 were standing. Anyway, Greekis is going not very fast. He has no reason, but Ein Läcker in P2 is quite close in terms of this class, only 3 seconds behind Greekis. And Greekis is certainly not pushing 1:20.6 is his fastest lap, which is of course fastest lap of the race as well.
Yeah, but so far is not really pushing it too hard. He's trying to be as...
number 57, Estonia 23 is on the track. That's a good news.
Sten Subban is back in the race.
Yeah, and the most important, this car, I told that it's a unique car because it was built only one example. All other cars are more or less serious production cars, but this one was the only one. Number 57, Estonia 23.
So let's see who's in the lead of the Easter Formula classifications. Jaak Kool, of
course. Good old Jaak Kool.
Yeah. So Italo Alcinch now in P2 in Formula Easter and Thomas Jano in P3. The gap between these guys is also really close, between them 1.5 seconds from...
they are almost together, covered by 2.2 seconds.
So they have their own battle going on right now.
Yeah, but those 2 are the last 2, and you see Sten Subban in number 57 has managed to overtake Eke-Taavi Sepper. So he's running P8 overall current, and Andres Krikis is going to catch them quite
soon. Yeah, that is true.
And Greekis and Läcker, they are having very similar lap times. Of course, Greekis is a little bit faster. Andris Greekis should be not simply Andris, but anyway, you understand what's all it about.
Okay, so we can see him is lapping already. I think it's
Eke-Taavi
Sepper.
Yeah. He was, and Sten Subban will be next, I guess. But yeah, you see, this car is really outstanding. You see, it has a very different shape compared to all the other cars.
You might say it's a bit more modern.
It wasn't the most modern because it was from, I think, year 1983 or 4 or something, not newer. But in
those days,
in those days, that was the modern shape for that single seaters. And of course, Estonia 21 was also built in the time when Lotus wing cars were the big fashion. Now Thomas Hunt, number 78, was entering the pits, and usually they do it because of some technical problems. So now we have only 3 Formula Mondial cars cruising.
And we have 5 more laps to go, so we're in the middle of the race 1 for historic formulas, and with Andris Gritis in the lead. Let's have a look if we can catch up with the Formula Easter battle between Jaak Kool, Italo Alcinch and Thomas Jano.
They should be quite close to each other.
0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds only between them. Italo Alcinch actually has passed Thomas Jano, at least That's what it shows right now. Let's see where they are in the circuit. Maybe we can catch up with these guys. Jakul, car number 80. Italo Alcin's car number 13.
While Andres Kriek is already completing his 6th lap, and he has bettered his lap time. 1:19.933 is the best lap for Kriekis. So Jakulis, we see he's going right through.
And it's more like a battle for the second position between Alcinch and Janu. As I said, it's 0.2 seconds between them, so they're really fighting it hard. We can see at the far end of the track right now.
And this is a battle for P2 and P3 in Formula Easterns. Italo Alcinch in front and Toomas Janu behind him. So at least in this class, Estonian is leading. It is number 80, Jakul, who has already driving so fast that he's out of this picture.
But you can see Italo Alcinch looking in the mirrors all the time. He's looking for Toomas Janu. Tries to stay in front of him and succeeds right now. Let's see what the 4 laps will bring.
Janu dives inside, but no help from it.
A little bit short. But it's great to see the guys battling for the second position right now.
So of course it's old machinery. You have to keep this all in mind all the time.
Of course,
it's old machinery. They are fragile. You must keep them in one piece because there is no spare parts available. You can't go anywhere and buy them.
They're all handcrafted by the team mechanics and engineers. So it's a huge work put into these cars, into these historic formulas. To see them in action here in the race.
You can see his car is of course newer one, Estonia 25, while Toomas Janu has Estonia 21, and he's managed to overtake into turn 11.
Let's see what Italo Alcinch does now. He has the inside for the next corner. It's going to be very, very close between them two.
You can drive here side by side.
Trajectory, but it was too short. So at least there was a move. So this is a good start. I love it.
Yeah, they are fighting for 5th overall.
5th position overall. Obviously, they're in their own class. So this is the fight for the 2nd position in Formula Easter class.
Yeah, that's good to have battle. Yeah, always.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's see if he manages to
pulling alongside once more. Does he have some space between? Yeah,
late braking, very late braking. He does it. He finally manages to pass Italo Alcinch with a very beautiful move from the outside.
Move was really good.
Fantastic car control and commitment, I would say.
But Alcinch got a run out of the turn 4.
You have to brake very late to do this kind of stunt.
No, I think Janu has done it now completely. The move is completed. Yes, there is already some 5 car lengths between them.
He already figured he is faster than Italo Alcinch. So
yeah, if it actually, it's not difficult to figure out that you are faster than the runner in front of you. But
good job by both of them. Good job by both of them.
Yeah, because you have to, especially with those cars, you have to cooperate with the other racer if he's going to overtake you. It's not that you are going to battle like Kevin Magnussen in Formula 1, crashing into everybody.
Oh yeah, that's what I call a drama. But so far so good. So we're really close to the finish of the race.
Andres Kriek is on his penultimate lap.
Exactly. So we'll see him in the last lap just in few seconds.
And he has still improved his fastest lap time, 1:19.897. So little by little, of course, he doesn't need to go any faster. He's still in lead. The lead is actually huge, and Kriek is now crossing the timing line in a few seconds and starting his final lap of this race 1. Another fastest lap from him, 1:19.7.
Good job by Andres Kriek, the champion of Formula Mondial class.
A shame that Tavi Kuul retired so early.
Well, hopefully Tavi Kuul gets his car up and running on the race 2.
Yeah, again, there was no smoke, and it's good sign.
And another good thing is that they have quite a lot of time to fix the car, because we have 2 hours endurance race in the middle.
And those guys, if as mechanics, those old guys with old formulas, they can do absolutely anything.
Exactly. So we're really hoping on this case scenario. So we are waiting for our race leader.
And the race leader is going to outlap Eke Tavisepper for a second time shortly. It happened now. And should he? Yes, car number 12 enters the picture, and Greekis is closing to the finish. He will perhaps overtake Italo Alsins by a lap. He's on his discretion. Yes, he does it. So Andris Greekis is winning the Formula Mondial class in this first race. Ain Lähker is going to take second place in car number 1. He's very happy about it. And Taavi Kroon in car number 10, which is only non-Estonia car in this race, takes the third place in Formula Mondial and overall also. And we had only 3 Mondials at the finish. Then Formula Eastern drivers, they have still some way to go. Class leading Jakulis still going through turn 10 only. Interestingly, Italo Alsins wasn't lapped because he's continuing still. If not, he knows itself.
So here's the finish flag, and we see car number 69 also finishing the race,
and it means that Raitis Murnieks
has fixed his car. It's unbelievable. This can only happen in the historic Formula class. So Murnieks, huge respect to the man finishing the race, stopping for some while, fixing the car, and getting back out of there.
Yeah,
so that's a good job by him.
Formula Eastern winner Jakulis also at the finish now. And here goes Toomas Janu, who takes second in Formula Eastern, and Italo Alsins third. So that was the first race.
And fantastic battles out there, fantastic drama out there as well.
Good thing that we had 10 cars at the finish.
That is
timing
true.
Screen doesn't show. Yeah, you see Taavi Kuul here. Timing screen doesn't show Raitis Murnieks. Perhaps he was so many laps down.
Yeah, maybe.
Was not classified, but the main thing is he's still traveling on the track.
Huge respect to Murnieks. But obviously, we're going to be heading on to the race 2 of the day, which is going to be the Baltic Touring Cars and the TCR class. And that is going to be some exciting race to watch. If we look at the start grid, we have 5 TCR class cars on the start grid with some very fast drivers, and we have also Ernest de Globide in the middle of the mix between all the gentlemen, so it's going to be really nice. I'm going to be, Thomas, heading down there on the start grid and have a look if I can talk to some of the top drivers.
There is updated starting grid, and I don't know the reason, but
the reason is Janis Hans,
who lost his qualifying time. He should have started from second row, I guess.
I think it is the reason that Janis Hans' car is not running in running order anymore. So I was down there with him in the garage, and turns out he has an engine issue after the qualification. So the engine seal has blown out, and there's basically nothing you can do. The time is not enough to fix that problem.
Perhaps it means that he has changed the car.
Yeah, and this is why he actually is going to be starting from the last position on the start grid. So we'll see how it goes. We'll talk to the guys and see you, Thomas, back up here in the third floor after a few minutes.
Okay, and we see here some aftermath of the race. Number 2 car will be recovered. It's not far from the garages, and we will see highlights in a few seconds. And so we are here back in the air, and you see driver is climbing in. It was car number two, which belongs to Marko Matic.